Well, welcome everybody back. It's been a little while since we've been in the broadcast booth and broadcast one of our own races, but we're back. It's our second annual birthday bash, and we're here in the 87s at Old Atlanta for 130 laps. Got a little bit of a hot track here. It's sitting at 103 right now. So, Jamie, I think we're going to see a lot of slip sliding around tonight.
Yeah, especially these old 87 Cup cars. These things are a handful as it is. Put them on this old surface of Atlanta because this is old Atlanta, not new resurfaced Atlanta. So it's going to be a handful, and this hot track is not going to make it any better for these guys. But looks like so far they're putting down some pretty good times. So we'll see how that works out in the race.
Yeah, I mean, they got about a minute and a half left of qualifying here. And, this second year in a row, our second birthday. So, Goat Locker Racing's been around for 2 years now, which is kind of crazy. Um, when I really started to think about it kind of earlier today, getting kind of prepared for this, it's like 2 years ago, we kind of stepped off and said, hey, let's go ahead and build this thing. And, not a lot of these leagues hang around for that long, and all this other kind of crazy stuff. And why we piss and moan a little bit about our participation and things. Man, we've come a long way in 2 years, Jamie.
Yeah, we have. And I think there's a lot of factors that go into the participation stuff. One of them, being the ugly COVID word. Uh, I think iRacing as a whole has probably taken a bit of a hit now that things are back to normal for just about everybody, everywhere. So people aren't stuck in their houses, and people aren't spending as much time online racing. So that's a big part of it, I think. And maybe we've gotten a little complacent with things we do, and we need to get better about that. But we've put a poll up for the guys to tell us what we need to do better, and hopefully they'll go out on that and participate, and we can make some changes and go into next season a lot stronger.
Yeah, for sure, man. We got a lot of good things cooking, and we'll talk about them throughout the broadcast tonight. A lot of big movement over the past couple of months, just with Goat Locker Racing itself and what we're doing with it, and of course, what we're looking towards the future of doing as well. But it is really cool here tonight to see some of the guys come out. We threw down the gauntlet, we threw some money up, we threw some hats out. We got 15 guys that came out here tonight to said, "Hey, yeah, let's see if we can't win some of Pat and Jamie's money." And we're more than happy. I don't know that more than happy is the word. I'm never really happy to part with my money, but I'm gonna do it anyway tonight. And plus, it's just gonna be fun to see some of these guys out here racing again. I mean, we talked about it a couple weeks ago, or over the past couple weeks, man. It's kind of exciting to be back up in the booth.
Yeah, I mean, I miss it. We had a lot of fun with it, but I think we spread ourselves just a little too thin when we were doing it, and you know, I think we got a little carried away with because we were making some money doing it. We're doing it for other leagues, which benefited Goat Locker. Every bit of that went into Goat Locker, but it really took away from our racing, and that's what we're really here to do is race, not just broadcast. So definitely had fun with it, and I think we'll probably do some more special events. Really throughout the summer,
Yeah,
and get back in the booth occasionally. Occasionally.
throwing out that
Definitely, it's
disclaimer.
not. Definitely, it's not going to be full time gig.
No, no, not going back to the way it was, but definitely was looking forward to this. And with that, let's get to tonight's starting lineup. So starting from the pole here tonight is Trevor McManus in the number 28 from Indy Autosport. And then to his outside is going to be Jamie Mullins from Grave Intentions in the 05. Starting third, the old man himself who actually won a race this season was Auto Club in the trucks, if I remember correctly. David Camara.
Actually, it was Michigan.
Yeah, that's what I said. Um,
Same
similar.
track, just different name.
Yeah, they're both 2 miles. And then Jake Ellington is going to start his outside in fourth place in that number 27 from Goat Locker Racing. Jake Ham, another Indy Autosports entry here tonight, and that number 16 going to roll off fifth. Goat Locker Racing's own and cruising classic brand ambassador. We're going to dub him that tonight. Ryan Pendleton in that number 23 is going to roll off sixth. And then for me, starting seventh, Mike Browning, another Indy Autosports entry, starting at number 4. On to you, Jamie.
All right, rolled off at eighth. It's number 13 of Nathan Graham. Start ninth. Our own Brandon Wallace in the 99. Haven't seen Brandon much around here. It's good to see him back. Rolling off 10th is number 85, James Goshen. Starting 11th, another Go Locker Racing driver, number 5, Alex Cruz. Starting 12th, good old friend of ours from over on Rebels, the 01 of Mickey Isaac. Starting 13th, the regular here at Goat Locker Racing, runs just about every series we've got. The number 8 of James Kaufman. Starting 14th, number 64, of Matt Knights. And rounding out the field, should be starting 15th, and number 12, he's a newcomer to the league, been running some Gen 4 stuff with us, Danny Barnes.
Yeah, so good. I'm going to call it a little bit of a stacked field tonight. I mean, we got a lot of our regulars out here tonight. A lot of the guys won a lot of races here at Goat Locker Racing. So it's kind of cool to get these guys on the same track together in a car we don't run at Goat Locker. It's going to be unfamiliar to some guys. I was talking to Jake Ellingson before the race, and he says he's only run these 87s one time.
That's amazing. I mean, they're not as popular as what they were when they first came out, but these cars are definitely, you have to drive them. And that's probably why maybe some guys do stay away from them, but they're fun, they're a challenge, and we're green flag racing.
Yeah, green flag is out. Trevor McManus took off like a shot out of a cannon. Looks like Jamie Mullins right now is fading back a little bit there on the outside. Probably just being careful. You just never know how these cars are going to handle the first couple of laps. You damn sure don't want to wad it up, lap number 1. But Trevor McManus out to the early lead with Dave Camaro right behind him, and then Jake Ham in that number 16 car right behind him running in third. And Camara's going for the lead.
Wow. With Atlanta, Atlanta chews up tires. So you really have to manage them early. And, if not, you're going to pay for it at the end. And I got a feeling old Jamie Mullins, he showed a lot of speed in practice. He's probably just sitting there biding his time saying, you boys go on up there and use your stuff up, and I'll pass you here in about 10 laps.
Yeah, thinking the same thing. It's kind of odd, too. I've seen Trevor McManus running that top line here. Then again, though, I mean, David, we've seen Trevor McManus run the top line at a lot of tracks and be really successful.
Yeah, which is unusual because typically the rule of thumb is you run up high and you're going to wear your tires out even faster. It seems like with iRacing, sticking it to the white line is going to save tires the most, but, Trevor definitely makes it work. He makes it work when nobody else really even tries. So maybe we should move up more often. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you can do that. I suck at that wall, man. Me and the wall just don't get along. There are a lot of tracks. I mean, obviously, me and you have been racing together for, I don't know, decades. And that's just one of those things, man, that I just never wrap my head around. And tracks that require you to run the wall, I typically don't do good at.
Yeah. It's definitely not comfortable, but, I do enjoy sometimes some tracks where you can really get a good run off the high side, the outside lane. That's really fun when you can just pull away from people, on that high side.
Yeah, we got a pass for second place going on right now. Jake Ham is underneath the O2 of Dave Camaro. Looks like he makes a clean pass going into turn number 1. That'll put the 2 Indy Autosports drivers out front. Looks like Jamie Mullins has kind of settled back into 4th position right now, and he's making a move on Dave Camaro. I think what Mullins needs is more chrome on that car, man.
Yeah, he does. It's not reflective enough.
No. And now it looks like Jake Ellingson is making a move down to the inside of the O2. So it looks like the O2 is fading back right now. And
yeah, what we talked about early on, you got to take care of these tires, and he really made a charge after Trevor McManus there in their first couple laps, and might be a mistake. Right now, it looks like we got a few people joining us in the stream. I see It's Iconic TTV in here. Mom Alex is in here. I'm not sure why Ryan Pendleton's in here and not focusing on his race, but nonetheless, he is in here. Hopefully we'll get some more so we can give some prizes away to people in the stream.
yeah, we've got a little side-by-side racing going back to the field right now. Again, Jake Ellingson still trying to complete that pass on the O2 of Dave Camaro. Ryan Pendleton looking to the inside of the 4 of Mike Browning. So got some side-by-side racing right now. And, oh, there you go. He's back. Big limp by Ryan Pendleton there. And we're all still scratching our head. I still don't understand what that paint scheme that Jake Ellingson is running is.
I'm not sure. Something about eagles and something, but it's a bunch of skulls and roses, and I don't know. Just Jake's weird.
No
Looks like
true.
we're gonna have some. Looked like Jake Hammond's going to put some pressure on Trevor for the lead here, but he's kind of falling back now a little bit.
And top three drivers are kind of starting to pull away a little bit from the field here. Oh, we got to turn that off and kind of pull up our race information here. Yeah, you'll kind of see this top three drivers are within a half a second of each other. And then it's about a second back to this other pack that is, well, now 3 wide. Because Ryan Pendleton is now underneath Jake Ellingson, who is under Dave Camara.
You can do 3 wide here.
Oh, Mike running to the outside. We got some intense racing for 4th place right here, folks.
Well, it's all wadded up here, 4th through about 8th, I guess, because they are all over each other with Nathan Graham and the 13 rear of this little pack right here.
Looks like Ryan Pendleton clears them all. So move him up to the 4th position.
I gotta say, I'm gonna give an early shout out to Nate Graham in that 13 car. That Coors paint scheme, pretty slick there. I mean, it is a Thunderbird, but we won't hold that against him. But you know, quite honestly, we talked about it before the race, and you know, Nate does a lot of open wheel stuff, F1 stuff, you know. And now he's being put in one of these 87. What's the actual term they use for that? It's not legends, is it?
Well, I guess you could call it a legend. Well, I mean, you know what a legend car is.
Yeah, it's not a legend car, but I think iRacing does call it 87
they do.
legend.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think this is the first time he's run this car. And talked about it and thought, you know, he really might struggle with this big, heavy car. Because he doesn't do a very good job in Truck Series of saving his tires. But, man, he's doing a whale of a job right now. He has moved up.
Top 5 now.
8, and he's up in the top 5.
Yep.
We're running really well in that 13 car.
Yeah.
So that's off the Nate right now.
Let's go check in on our leaders because those top 3 are bumper to bumper right now. Looks like Jake Ham is going to make a move underneath Trevor McManus. Coming out of 4, and looks like he is going to clear him. So move Jake Ham, new leader.
Trevor says not so fast. He looks like he's going to battle back on the outside. He's definitely not just going to roll over.
Nope.
Looks like Jake can move up now if he wants it. Jamie Mullins is looking to make a move on Trevor and put that 05 Air Force car into 2nd place.
Looks like Trevor McManus might be fading just a little bit here. But again, these guys, they've pulled out to almost 2 seconds on the field at this point in time. Now, obviously, we just got done watching that battle back there 4th through 8th, and those guys were just battling each other side by side, so I guarantee they've used up some tire.
And it looks like Nate Graham has now gotten into 4th place. He's gotten around his teammate, Ryan Pendleton. You know, they run that part-time pros or something, part-time pros racing.
Yeah.
Between, I guess it's I know it's at least the 3 of them, Ryan, Nate, and Brian Provo, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight. Might have another one that guy they work with might be part of that as well. I'm not quite sure. But it looks like these two are going to keep battling each other, though, because they're now side by side.
Yeah. Move Jamie Mullins up into the 2nd spot as well.
Wow. Very good. Good run for Jamie Mullins so far.
Oh, little touch there. Not too bad. Looks like that's the first time we've seen Trevor run that low line, and he's just started to push up there. His car definitely did not like that, but Jamie Mullins solidly into 2nd place now. As Trevor McManus had to check up there as he pushed up into it. We are now on lap number 15 of our scheduled 130 here tonight. Been some good racing so far. Looks like Ryan Pendleton has moved back around Nathan Graham. So he runs in 4th. Nathan Graham runs in 5th. Jake Ellingson has moved his car up into 6th place. Mickey Isaac up 5 spots now. He's moved himself up in 7th. Oh,
Yeah.
caution has come out. Brandon Wallace has crashed. We'll go back and see what happened
Need
to
a black flag squid for going down pit road.
Brandon Wallace here, folks. Oh, it looked like it caught up Camara as well. We'll kind of rewind here because we catch it right in the middle. Oh, it looks to be Camara comes off the wall, collects the 99.
Pace car out of 2.
And that's why Camara got the speeding going down pit road. Tough break for the 99 as he's minding his own business. Oh, and then he backs into the wall anyway. Back live here, but a tough break there. Just looks like Dave Camara got into that outside wall and came off the wall and just ended up collecting him up.
No.
But that's our first caution here tonight. I promise you, pit road's going to be a busy place.
Oh yeah, anytime you can grab tires here in Atlanta, and especially we didn't limit these guys. They've got all the tires they want. I'm sure every time they get a chance, they're going to come get tires.
Didn't look like too much damage to the 99 of Brandon Wallace. It really looked like, besides Camara getting into that outside wall, I don't think he's got a whole lot of damage either. So I think both of those cars will be able to get them fixed up and keep on trucking without having to use those fast repairs. Ooh, some guys blowing through their pit stops as we see a few guys backing up.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on our leader here as we see Dave Camara come into his pit stall.
These cars aren't quite as bad as the next gen, but they are tough to get stopped.
Yeah. Jake Ham has completed his pit stop, and he will win the race off of pit road.
By a long shot. Man, that was a good pit stop for the 16 car.
That looks like Trevor McManus will come off 2nd with that number 1 pit stall. Jamie Mullins will roll off 3rd. Jake Ellingson's rolling off 4th, so a hell of a pit stop for him. He picks up a couple of spots there through the cycle. Ryan Pendleton rolls off.
Jake Ham has been penalized, it looks like. Everybody's going around him. So he got off pit road by a long shot for a reason. Probably caught speeding. Break for the 16.
Yep, as we see him pull down to the inside here. Speeding on pit road. That's the worst, man. When you're like a top 3 car and all you want to do is just have a clean stop and you do something silly like that and you just kick yourself in the butt, for the next however many laps.
Oh yeah. Did it myself today at Dover. Speeding on entry, was running 4th, running down the leaders, made a green flag pit stop and ruined my day.
Yeah, it was earlier this week. What was it? Where were we at Monday with the next gen? Or Gen 4? We were at Auto Club.
We were at Auto Club.
Yeah, and it was led over half of that race, come down for a green flag stop, downshifted too soon, spun my car around, and screwed myself out of that race. So it happens to the best of us.
Oh yeah.
Can I get a black cleared for entering closed pits for my Toad?
Yeah. So that'll move Trevor McManus back to the point. Jamie Mullins now moves up into 2nd. Jake Ellingson in the top 3 for the first time tonight. Ryan Pendleton's going to hold serve and stay in 4th. Alex Cruz with a hell of a stop in that Crisco car. Let's move him up to the 5th position, up 6 positions from where he had started. Nathan Graham looks like he drops a spot there, coming off of pit road. Mickey Isaac's going to come off 7th. Mike Browning in that number 4 car going to roll off 8th. Jim Kaufman going to restart 9th. There's old Matt Knights. He's going to restart in the 10th position. Danny Barnes is going to restart in the 11th position. Dave Camara, we kind of saw what happened there. He's going to restart 12th. O.B. Wallace going to restart 13th. And obviously, Jay Cam going to be at the rear of the field along with James Goshen. He is back there right now. Both of them with penalties.
That James Goshen ended up 2 laps down.
He said he towed for some reason. I don't know why. Not sure what happened to him.
Scott Rankin in the stream now.
Oh boy. get back up front here as the cars are stacked up 2 by 2. Get ready for this restart. We are at lap number 20 of our scheduled 130 here tonight. Thanks to everybody that's tuned in for our Goat Locker Racing second annual birthday bash. We got the 87s here at Old Atlanta. Trevor McManus here on the point.
Green flag.
Green flag is back out, and we are underway. Trevor McManus with another good start. Caution is back out again. Looks like I've got a car sliding around the back. Looks like Jake Ham went around. Not sure why he went around. Go back and take a look.
Yeah, he was the only car I saw, but I mean the caution was out before I saw him going around, so not.
Take a look here as we're doing a little race rewind. Looks like they went through. Well, this is not good. This is going to be real easy to spot because Jake Ham decides to shoot the middle on the restart, puts people 3 wide, and then Brandon Wallace kind of hooks him around. Not a lot he could do there. It's like Ham kind of jumped the restart there a little bit and shot the middle.
Was that before the start-finish line?
Long before the start-finish line there, Mr. Barkus. If you're watching the stream, you could see the replay.
Well, I can't have both go at the same time.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Don't quite need to be doing that early. We know that 16's fast. You know, take your time, work your way up through the field. No need to force the issue on a restart. But, you know, that'll bring him back down pit road after that long slide. Go ahead and
Lucky dog on the outside.
probably issue that young man a warning.
I just did. Yeah, Scott, Jake is definitely tough in these 87s.
Oh, yeah.
He's actually he was up front that whole first run. He had just taken the lead away from Trevor before the caution came out. And then he got off pit road. We thought he had a really good stop, but the reason he had such a good stop was because he was too fast on pit road exit. So he got penalized and sent to the back.
Alrighty, so quick caution there after our first caution. Stack it back up again, see how and get these cars rolling. Again, everybody really haven't had any major accidents. Obviously, only one caution, and that was kind of minor contact there. Just too many cars in the wrong place on the restart. Again, not really sure what happened to James Goshen there early on, but he did get one of his laps back right now, so that'll put him 1 lap down to the field. Oh, Scott Rankin. I mean, Scott, I know that you probably won't complain too much. I believe he'd probably start to complain.
Oh, goodness. And for those in the stream that may not know, we didn't really talk about this yet, but we will be throwing the caution at lap 65, which will be the halfway point. So we'll throw a caution, do it sort of as a stage break, bring the field back together. Whoever's leading at that point in time on lap 65 will win a Goat Locker Racing hat. If we can get some more people in this stream, we would like to give a hat away to somebody in the stream, but right now, all the people in the stream already have one.
That saves us money.
Yeah.
Alrighty, lights are out on the pace car. We're going to stack them up again. Really no change to the running order right now. So we just barely got started. So now we are going to be working lap number 25 of our scheduled 130 here this evening. Really been some fun racing here. Watching some guys kind of swap up front for the lead. We watched a pretty epic battle back there from 4th through 8th position. So those guys kind of got it sorted out. I'd tell most of these guys to be on the lookout, man. Ryan Pendleton's another guy that's really strong in these cars. And he's picking his way towards the front here. Didn't have the best qualifying run probably that he wanted, but finds himself in the top 4 now. So I don't know.
Well, and speaking of Ryan and Cruising Classics has also offered up a T-shirt to the pole winner, and they've offered up a T-shirt to a random person in the stream. So we definitely will be giving a T-shirt away tonight.
Oh yeah. Alrighty, we're all stacked back up. Watch pace car hang that hard left down pit road, and let's get back underway again.
Flag.
Green flag is back out. We are underway. And I think that's the first time we've seen other cars be able to hang with Trevor there on a restart. He's going to clear for the lead, but guys are starting to time it a little bit better here.
Right now we got a 4-car breakaway, hounding Trevor right now for the lead. Tell you why they get this sorted out. I'm not sure what's going on over in Australia in the ranking household. But you know, we know Scott fights kangaroos. We've been saying that all along. But apparently now his wife, she's working at the zoo. She's a zookeeper, and now she's picking fights with wallabies at the zoo. And apparently got bruised up by one the other day. So I think Scott's trying to angle for another hat so she can cover up her wallaby bruises.
Or either that or that's what he told the police when they showed up. It was a wallaby. You never know. It is.
This is what I missed about. This is what I missed about. Right here. This entertainment. You cannot put a monetary value on what we are providing right now.
You know, and actually in Australia that would work. I mean, the wallaby excuse would work. It doesn't work here in America. I can't be like, freaking wallaby guy.
I don't know, Scott. I don't like it when the doctor tries to do a checkup on me either, but I don't beat the crap out of him when he does it. And looks like we got Papa Ellingson's in the stream now.
Yay. Tight racing there for second place. Jamie Mullins and Jake Ellingson are really racing door to door here. Looks like, there Nate pulls out to make a move on Ryan Pendleton.
Absolutely.
Looks like Ryan was trying to be a little patient there and give some room, and he's going to get used up for being courteous.
That's right. Mike Browning's now stuck his nose in there. He's trying to make a pass on Ryan. And that's brought Alex Cruz into the mix. Got that, he's sliding right up there with that Crisco paint scheme. See what I did there?
I see what you did there, man. I see what you did.
You like that one, Scott?
Yeah. Oh, man.
All right, Scott's saying the engines are a little too loud and I'm a little too quiet, so it sounds like you need to make an adjustment there.
All right. Let's see. Let's go there. And let's go there. All right. See if that does any better. Well, let's go in and check on some of our drivers here. Again, Trevor Menace is out front. Jake, Trevor gets real loose right there, allowing Jake Ellingson to pull to his outside. And again, we haven't seen the 28 down on the inside too much here, but
and the last time we did,
he gets loose again. Oh man, Jake Ellingson, new leader.
Hey, you know, Jake Ellingson, that was a smart move by Jake right there. You know, I think he knows that Trevor prefers to be on that top line, and Jake pushed him down, did not give him an opportunity to get his car up where he felt comfortable, and that's put him right into the lead. And here's Jamie Mullins is looking to try and take a peek to the inside of Trevor, take over that second spot. I'll tell you what, we had that battle earlier in the first run with, what was it, 4th through 8th place? Well,
Yep.
now it's 1st through about 6th, I guess. Actually, it looks like 7th. 1st through 7th is less than a second away from each other.
Yeah, they are definitely a lot more stacked up right now this run. Again, I mean, we're just gonna have to watch how the race goes, and because we know some of these guys right now are probably using up a little bit too much of their equipment. I don't know that we really got to see a long enough run there in the beginning to kind of see it really start to play itself out. But it's going to be interesting to see. We've talked about a couple different people, but again, we see the 05 of Jamie Mullins right back up front again. Being patient, kind of working through the field and just letting that car come to him.
Yeah, this is really, really great racing. Wasn't sure really what we would get tonight. Was hoping for some good racing, but again, we've talked about it already. This is not a car we typically run here at Goat Locker. Some of these guys like Nate Graham, and maybe sometimes it's good to not know what you don't know, because now Nate Graham's brought that car up to 3rd place and continuing to charge to the front. Really did not expect to see that tonight.
No, yeah, we love racing with Nate. We've raced with him in a lot of different things. Definitely done. He's a road racer by trade. You put him in a GT3 car, an LMP, an F1, or whatever, and you put him in anything on a road course, and it's goodbye. But he's come around to some of this old racing. He's been in the Truck Series Next Gen, and see him out here in these 87s tearing it up is pretty awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And not to say Nate can't get it done on ovals, because Nate did win the All-Star Open to prove himself into the All-Star race this year. So he has shown us that he can be fast on ovals. It's just that this car is such a different animal than what he's used to dealing with, and I'm like 99% sure this is the first time he's ever driven it. So I can't say enough how impressive a run this is for Nate.
Yeah, we got another battle up front. Logged that lap for Jamie Mullins, the 05 leader that lap, as they still battle side by side.
And, Trevor's kind of in a free fall right now. He's falling back to 7th. J Cam has worked his way back up.
Yeah, and I wonder if that's got some sort of tire savings or something, because we saw Trevor McManus be one of the pretty dominant here early on. But yeah, he has definitely fallen way back at this point in time. This race up front is something else.
Yeah, this is really, really good.
But if you ever want to get a good picture of what it's like racing in the pack in an 87, let's put you behind the wheel of the number 23 car. As we can see 3 distinct lines right now. Ryan Pendleton on the very low side. Looks like Nate Graham running a mid line. Jake Ellingson up high. Looks like Nate Graham clears him there. But you can hear Ryan Pendleton just feathering that throttle through the corner. A lot of off-gas time. Looks like Ryan Pendleton has now moved himself up into 3rd. Man, it's amazing how much off throttle time and how easy they are getting back to the throttle.
Oh, yeah.
So now we see Ryan Pendleton move to the outside of Nathan Graham. And we see Jake Ham now has moved himself. He's battling for 4th position now.
So impressive. We now have the top 8 within a second. So the lead pack is growing.
It looks like right now Ryan Pendleton's fastest car on the track. He is hugging that white line.
And he is now slid up in front of Jamie Mullins as they come down the backstretch, and he will be the leader, new leader when they cross the line. Should be like the 5th different leader we've had tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. So some great racing up front. A lot of lead changes too. Sometimes you get into these races and you'll see a couple guys just pull away from the rest of the field and just kind of run away with it. Or, man, we have had some really tight racing through the top 10. Oh, Alex Cruz gets real sideways, kind of bounces off Mike Browning back there. They keep it together. Jake Ellingson starting to fade here a little bit. Kind of had a feeling, kind of used up his tires there getting towards the front. But good to get out front, lead some laps.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, he got out there so quick, and, he was running pretty fast right out the gate. Kind of suspected this is what we would see. But, I mean, he has held on a little bit better than Trevor has so far. Trevor continues to fall. He's back to 9th now.
He's catching back up to the back of that pack at this point in time. So, again, I don't know if this is a little bit of a strategy play or what the deal is.
Well, we're coming up on lap 44, so we're about 22 laps or 21 laps away from throwing our stage. I'm not so sure that's a great strategy to fall that far back. When a caution's going to come out. Yeah. We'll see, though. We'll see.
Right now, Ryan Pendleton's pulled out to almost a second lead. So the pack's starting to break up here a little bit.
Yeah, that's a real impressive run for Ryan. Because Ryan's one that will tend to use up his stuff a little bit, too. And he's done a really good job of managing his tires and still running pretty fast laps here. And we're closing in on 20 laps on this run.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, we're probably beyond 20 laps. Kind of having a hard time seeing all my stuff because we've added this nice, cool DDU onto my steering wheel, and now I can't see anything through it.
Well, yeah, that becomes a little bit of an issue. But, yeah, they all pit on lap number 17, so we're actually coming up on 30 laps on this green flag run. Hey, just a reminder to everybody, we will have the stage break at lap 65, so 20 laps until the stage break. Yeah, I'm with you in the whole DDU thing. And, for all those out there in TV land or Twitch land or, well, nowhere land, a DDU is a digital display unit. And really, I don't know. I don't know about you, Jamie. I don't know that I've used the display so much as the LEDs. I freaking love the LEDs.
I do love the LEDs, but I definitely use the display because I don't have the 4th monitor. So now this is giving me a lot of. Well, it's the most important thing it's giving me is the fuel. How many laps I can go on fuel, which you guys have been able to have for quite a while. So now I have that at my disposal. I don't get all the other stuff where you guys can see what everybody else is doing and all that stuff, but. Yeah, I mean, I love it. It's definitely effective. It's just didn't have it the last time we broadcast, so now I'm dealing with things I didn't expect to have to deal with here and can't really see anything, but that's okay.
Looks like Jake Ham is going to fight here for second position. Him and Jamie Mullins still side by side, so
he's going to fall back in line, but really strong run. Obviously, Jake Ham's got one of the fastest cars here tonight. He's done a great job working through this traffic and still being competitive when he got to the front. So that's pretty tough to do when you got to pass all these cars and not burn your tires up in the process.
Looks like we got Goshen on pit road for some reason, but he is taking tires, so not sure what's going on there. But Ryan Pendleton continues to lead. He still finds himself about a second in front of Jamie Mullins right now. Jake Ham is settled into 3rd. Nate Graham back there running in the 4th position. Alex Cruz has slid into 5th. He's one of the top movers of the race. Him and Mickey Isaac both up 6 spots from where they started. Mickey Isaac in that really cool looking 01 Army car. Jake Ellingson is fallen all the way back to 7th position right now after leading some laps there at the beginning of this run. Trevor McManus in 8th position. Mike Browning back there in 9th. We go back and take a look at Dave Cabrera in the 02, running back in 10th position. He's about 5 seconds off the lead. Brandon Wallace, he's still got some right front damage and right rear damage on that car, so he is well off the pace here, about 10.5 seconds back. Jim Kaufman, running that Terry Labonte lookalike car, running back in 12th position. There's Danny Barnes in the Budweiser car, running back at 13th. Matt Knight's in that 64 in 14th, and then James Goshen, which has had a few issues here tonight, running in 15th in that 85 car.
And Trevor's starting to. Oh, goodness gracious. Trevor's in the wall. Mike Browning just doored Jake Ellingson. We're throwing a caution for that.
Oh, and Trevor McManus is sideways again.
Caution stop.
Oh.
Yeah, we had 3 cars involved. Unfortunately, Jake got the worst of it.
We'll go back and take a look at what happened here, folks. Unfortunately, I don't have the cut screen ready and rock and roll, but we're going to take a look at it anyway. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Jake.
Looks like Trevor McManus is going to get loose coming off the corner. Pounds the wall. I don't think Mike Browning knew Ellingson was down there, trying to avoid him, tags him. And, yeah, Trevor McManus still chasing that car. Did a monster of a job saving it because that thing was completely sideways through 3 and 4. So, hell of a save, Trevor. But on lap number 52 here, I don't know that we want to throw a stage break in 10 laps, do we? By the time they go back racing, it'll be lap 55, 56. So, yeah, it'd be like 10 laps and then throw a stage.
Yeah, we'll let them have that 10-lap run to the stage.
Okay. Perfect. All cars are
Because
on pit road.
if not, we're going to have a really long run to the end. So
Again, a lot of great racing here tonight. And if you couldn't tell, these cars are an absolute handful at any point in time, especially on a hot, slick track like Old Atlanta. Here we see Jake Ellingson coming down and onto pit road, but Ryan Pendleton easily wins the race off of pit road. Jake Hammond second. Looks like Jamie Mullins going to hold serve in third. And we'll see how the rest of them come off pit road here.
Yeah, it was some great race. Sorry about that, Jake.
Looks like pretty much everybody holds serve here. Take a look down on pit road. Jake Ellingson coming off pit road, so don't really think he took too much damage. He took a hell of a door slam, but I don't think it's going to hurt a thing on that car. Looks like the front and the rear are just fine. Looks like Brandon Wallace has gotten that car fixed up. Whether he used the fast repair or not, I'm not sure, but that car is 100% fixed now. Trevor McManus, yep, that car is fully intact. Everybody looking good there. So, and then we'll take a look at Mike Browning. Yep, no real damage to that number 4. So, looks like everybody is good to go at this point, Jamie.
We didn't tell these guys. We did tell them there would be a prize for the stage winner, but we didn't tell them what it was.
Oh.
Should we tell them and see if that ramps up the?
Sure.
Scott's trying to plug. He's going to be commentating Real World GT3 racing on the 25th and 26th of May. Something about a Thailand Super Series. I didn't realize that was a race.
So many comments, so little time. So little time. So yeah, we're going to have about a 10-lap shootout to the stage break here. See if these guys can ramp it up a little bit. Did you send up a message, or do I need to key up?
I'm going to do it right now.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. All right, fellas. We told you there'd be a prize for, whoever's leading at the stage break. We are going to still throw that at lap 65. And whoever's leading at that point will get a hat. So who's willing to go get it? Little ham sandwich is coming to the stream. Still again.
You got a couple Thai girls just waving hi.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't understand these guys that are running races and still in the stream making comments and stuff. Definitely not something I could do.
multi-talented, for sure.
Exactly.
All right, these guys are stacked up 2 by 2 again here. Let's get ready to go back racing. We're working lap 55 over scheduled 130 here tonight. We got a 10-lap shootout to the stage break. And then we're going to throw, a hat out to the stage winner.
Green.
And then we'll finish up the second half. And green flag is out. And Ryan Pendleton with a great start there.
Yeah, you definitely got a good start on that.
Yeah, I mean, you got a 10-lap shootout here. I mean, there's no tire conservation. Let's just hammer the sucker down and go.
Yeah.
Ryan Pendleton maintaining a pretty good lead here on the field. Got some guys jockeying for position, kind of a little back of the pack. Looks like Ham's moved up to that middle line, and he's got Jamie Mullins right behind him. Ryan Pendleton continues to lead, and here comes Nathan Graham there in 4th position.
Nate definitely trying to join this bunch right here.
Looks like Matt Knights has retired from the field. Jake Ellingson,
Oh,
for some reasons, on pit road. Not 100% sure what happened there. But yep, Jake Ellingson sits on pit road right now. We'll head back up front and check in on our leaders.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Camara into the wall, right in front of Alex Cruz, keeps it together.
All right, it's starting to tighten up. J Cam closing into the back of Ryan Pendleton here. J Cam washes up the track a little bit. Not sure if that was by design or if he's starting to get tight.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's trying a couple different lines out or... So we've seen him run mid, we've seen him run high a little bit. Now we see Ryan Pendleton run a little bit higher up into the corner, and we'll see Jake Ham head down low. So it looks like both of those drivers kind of searching around a little bit, or just probably playing a little games with each other.
Yep.
Trying to take away each other's lines.
Got 5 more laps here. Settle up for this hat.
It really looks like it's going to come down to one of these top 3 drivers. They've pulled away from the 4th place car of Nathan Graham.
Yeah, Nate's falling back a little bit, but these guys get to racing each other. He's going to get brought right back up into this. So he might be in a pretty good position if these guys are to get tangled up.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact about Nate that we're aware of, but maybe many people are not aware of. He's the only guy I know that races with a foot cam. Like, somebody wants to watch his feet.
Is that on OnlyFans?
No, it's just on his stream.
Oh. I think he's missing an opportunity there.
He might be.
Might need to get with Alex and see if we can get hooked up with that.
Alex is our resident OnlyFans expert. We see Jake Ham now has moved down to the inside of the 23 of Ryan Pendleton. Can't quite make the move with 3 laps left here to go. Oh, man.
And Ryan just sent it off into turn 1 there.
Yeah, he did. He wasn't even messing around with that. He just sent it. Jake Ham's going to get a hell of a run off the top side, though.
Yeah.
Pull right to his bumper, and again, down to his inside, going into 3 and 4. And you can watch as these guys are getting out of the gas as the flames are shooting out of the tailpipes. This time, Ham had a really good 3 and 4. Stayed door to door with Ryan.
2 more laps. 2 more laps.
Now Ryan's going to get the run off the top side and cross him over. Well, Cam's going to get that run off that top side. He has completely cleared Ryan Pendleton now, as we are on the last lap before the stage break.
Yeah, that was the white flag lap, so to speak. Oh, Ryan's going to get a run here because Jake washed up a little bit again. But he's definitely, Jake Ham's pulling away a little bit here on the back stretch. And thought Jimmy Mullins was maybe going to peek inside of Ryan Pendleton to try to take over second place before the break, but
nope, that is going to be Jake Ham.
All right. Jake Ham is the winner of the stage. Throw that caution. Find it. That.
There it is. Everybody's like, hey, you said caution. Oh, man. Oh, that was a fun battle there.
Yeah, cool. And you didn't want to have a 10-lap run.
I'm just throwing things out there, man. That's all I'm doing. We are halfway through our second annual birthday bash here tonight. Jake Ham, stage 1 winner. Not that there's multiple stages, but it just sounds cooler when you say stage 1. I don't know. I got
a little battle right there. Oh, that was fun.
It was. It definitely was. A lot of fun to watch these guys race door to door. And again, it's been some damn good racing. I'd like to know what ended up happening to Jake Ellingson there, as he, for some reason, came down pit road, and he is now shown 2 laps down. So that should give him the free pass. James Goshen is now 5 laps down. He's had some difficulties here tonight, and Matt Knight's the only guy that is retired from the field. But we'll watch these guys come down pit road one more time here. And
oh no!
Oh,
Charlie McManus just spun.
Mickey Isaac. Mickey's going to get it together, but he's going to lose all kinds of track position here. I don't see any damage, but we'll go back and try to take a look here what happened.
Let me know if you think that needs...
Yeah, he just... I mean, I guess he just misjudged his braking point, or where the 01 was going to brake, or...
Well,
it happens.
I don't know. Yeah, the 01 just lost a bunch of positions, so I only feel it's fair that...
It's a tough break there. I
mean, that's I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like that deserves an EOL to even out with the 01 and just losing. I mean, Mickey Isaac didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Do you agree or not agree?
Oh man, why you got to put me on the spot, man?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're a grown ass man. Make your own decisions.
There we go.
Oh man, yeah, we try to keep things clean around here, and the guys that race in our league understand. A lot of times we don't throw around a whole lot of penalties or any of those types of things, but we definitely try to keep things fair. And guys, they fully understand when they grab an EOL or whatever it is. They're like, yeah, I jacked that up, or whatever the case may be.
We got 12 guys left on the lead lap.
Hey, it doesn't hurt that much.
I mean, Trevor was what? He was like 6th or 5th. I mean, I don't know. I just feel, Mickey Isaac did nothing wrong and lost a whole bunch.
Yeah.
fixed positions. It's only fair.
But, while we got this caution here, and we can talk about it more kind of moving forward, but, while we got a little downtime in the race, let's talk about some of the happenings here at Goat Locker Racing. I mean, we announced, what, a month ago? Has it been a whole month that we've been a
Mm,
nonprofit at this point in time?
at least, yeah.
Yeah, but it was always, one of our goals when we set out to do this whole thing a couple years ago is that we wanted to turn it into something more. Something more than a racing league, something more than just getting together and racing, even though we absolutely love doing it and those types of things. But we wanted to do more with it. We wanted to be able to give back.
That's what it is. After the green flag, can I get a black flag clear for passing under yellow for going in the pit?
Yeah, he could get that cleared.
I got it.
Yeah, but we wanted to turn it something more. We wanted the chance to give back to people, and we wanted to do that. And we talked about it over the past couple of years, and we never really could figure out what the best time to do it was because one, we knew, forming a nonprofit, one was going to be a little expensive, and two was going to take a whole lot of work, and we were just kind of trying to figure out, well, what's the right time or any of those types of things. And I think, quite honestly, Jamie, we just finally said screw it and did it. I think that's what it really kind of boiled down to.
Yeah, that, and let's be honest, you talked to the right person, Josh, and he's really bending over backwards to help us out, and without that, it probably wouldn't have been doable. So that was a big factor in getting it done. There was a lot of help from him.
Yeah, Josh Wilson, a great friend of mine. He was he's a former Marine. He worked with American Warrior Partnership. Now he works with the Veterans Commission up in the state of Wisconsin. And just a great guy. But he's also a certified lawyer. He's bar certified, whatever they call that shit. I don't know. And as I talked to him and all those different types of things, he got all on board with our mission. And he's like, I can help you guys. And so yeah, he has put in a ton of work. Barely charged us anything. And really been able to kind of make this. Ooh, we got a big stack up on the restart there as Jake Ham takes off, and I don't think the outside line took off, and kind of stacks some guys up. But we're back racing, so. But yeah, so the exciting news to us, as we're back racing again here, we'll keep an eye on everything, is we are recognized not only in the state of Indiana as Goat Locker Racing Incorporated, a nonprofit organization, but all across the country. We can now accept donations. We can operate as a nonprofit anywhere, which was always our goal. Anything and everything we've ever done to raise money for Goat Locker Racing has gone into Goat Locker Racing. But this now gives us that opportunity to go out there and truly do some fundraising.
Yeah. And fundraising to not just benefit this league, but to benefit everything that we're trying to do, which is supporting veterans, hopefully through this league. I think that's the goal, is to bring more veterans in. I think well, I don't want to say there's therapeutic benefit here, but sometimes I don't know. Maybe
sometimes it causes more problems than helps. But yeah,
might cause more PTSD. Issue, but,
100%.
Yeah, but seriously, I do think I think this would give an outlet to people. If we could target people, especially those that are possibly homebound, that don't have a whole lot of options for other things, because for whatever reason, whatever they've got going on prevents them from, basically participating with the rest of society. This is an outlet. This is, a community. We've got, right now our Discord, I think we're sitting at like 140 people in our Discord.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, that's a huge outreach for somebody that is possibly sitting in an apartment all alone.
Yeah, and I think we've got close to 200 followers on Twitch.
Yeah, so I think there's benefit there to really help people. The issue is we need funding. Okay, we need donations. We need help getting the word out. And that's really kind of, I think, where we're at right now.
Yeah, and so as we got 5 weeks left in the seasons here at Go Locker Racing, and then we're going to do some restructuring and rebuilding, but really start to get the word out about the nonprofit and what we're doing with that. We're still in the works of getting our 501c3 status. Not to bore a bunch of people with details or any of those types of things, but we've got a lot of really cool things in the works. And Jamie, you hit on a couple of things there. And really here at Go Locker Racing, we've got three main goals. One is to provide racing equipment for those in need. Like you were talking about, Jamie, those that can use the social interaction, those that just don't maybe have the means to do it or are homebound or those types of things. We want to be able to provide them racing equipment to where they can come out here and enjoy with us or get more PTSD like the rest of us. Depends on how highly competitive you are. The second main thing that we're wanting to do is we want to build mobile simulators to be able to go around to different veteran events, different car shows, all these different types of things, put people behind the wheel of one of these simulators and let them see what it's all about, and be a part of our community and be able to see what we're doing with it. So again, something else we're in the works of. And of course, the third main thing we do is what we've been doing for the past 2 years is everything that we're doing online, everything we do in our Discord channel, things like the Ellingsons have done for us, and they've done water bottles and t-shirts and coasters and I don't know the number of things Mama Ellingson has done. It's kind of crazy.
We couldn't have got this far without her. That's for sure.
Yeah. We've done some cool things with the Ellingsons as well. We've been a sponsor on Pagan's car. So Goat Locker Racing's actually on a car on a racetrack. But we want to do more of those things. We want to help the younger drivers too. And so that's why we took this big step. And we said, you know what? We've done it all along. We've put our money where our mouth is. We just put a lot more of it where our mouth is to get this nonprofit off the ground. And it is, again, Goat Locker Racing Incorporated is a nonprofit operating in the state of Indiana and, of course, nationwide. So a lot of legal mumbo jumbo that went along with that. And as I told Jamie the other day, I have logins to more IRS websites and shit than I ever cared to. But got to keep everything legit from this point moving forward. Not that it wasn't. Somebody's going to read into that. Scott, like somebody's out there scratching their head right now. You both drive Corvettes. Where did that money go? Yeah, your $5 went to my Corvette. That's what happened. No, I mean we've talked about a couple. It's just been so cool to be able to do this. It's so cool to watch it grow. It's been really cool to see the ideas that are coming from it. We've polled a lot of guys. Hey, how can we make this better? What can we do differently? It's been really cool to see some of our old sponsors get fired back up again. Cruisin' Classic stepped up tonight with a couple shirts. I know that they have been just anxiously awaiting the announcement of all this stuff because they want to be a part of it. They want to donate to it. I've had some great meetings with Jam Printing and Promotions. Amber over there is fired up as all get. Well, she's the president of our board. She's fired up as all get out now that we are officially a nonprofit organization. So there's just a lot of good buzz right now, Jamie.
Yeah, there is. I'm glad to see it. And it's going to still a lot has to be done, but I think it's going to start being exciting stuff. Really looking forward to when we can, get this mobile sim, I guess, for lack of a better word, put together and start taking it places where we can show people what it is we do, and we can talk about, what Goat Locker Racing is. I think that's going to be really super cool, and I can't wait till we can get started with that.
Yeah, man, and I'm with you. And as I was telling you, I mean, 2 weeks ago, I was at an open house for Jam Printing Promotions. They got into a new building. Chamber of Commerce was out there, all this other stuff. They did the whole ribbon cutting craziness, and it was fun meeting a lot of the other business owners out there, and them already knowing who Goat Locker Racing was because of Jam Printing and Promotions. They're like, "Oh, you're the Navy guy. You're the Goat Locker Racer guy." I'm like, "Yeah. Who are you?" I did get to meet the owner of Jack's Donuts. You don't know what Jack's Donuts is because I think they're just here. But Jack's Donuts makes the best donuts ever, and I got to meet the owner. So I'm hoping to get a lot more free donuts out of the deal too.
Well, the last time we started talking about food on the broadcast, I had a box of dang crystals or White Castle sitting out on my porch.
Yeah.
So feel free to send to Jack's Donuts.
Oh, dude, they are amazing. Like, you go get a Jack's dozen, you get your dozen donuts, and you pick whatever, man. Tiger Tails, Jelly Filled, you name it. And then what comes with the Jack's dozen is a whole bag of donut holes, but they're blueberry cake donut holes. Oh, oh. My inner fat kid starts drooling every time. And my outer one, too. But yeah, man, a lot of cool stuff happening around here. We're having a lot of fun with it, you know, and we got a lot of really cool things going to be happening here as we wind down these seasons, and crown some new champions, and maybe you know, hopefully a repeat champion. We really haven't had any repeat champions here in Goat Locker Racing.
No, we haven't had repeat champions. But I tell you what, the only repeat champion we've had is a regular season champion, and
Yeah.
I think Joe Yates has won that Truck Series
3 years in a row.
season. Yeah, what we're on season 5 right now.
Yeah.
And he's won it 3 times. But he's not brought home the overall championship.
No.
So maybe this is the year.
I don't know.
Well, he's got quite a few bonus points.
He does.
I believe he's leading, right?
Yep.
Yeah, going into playoffs next Thursday, we'll start the playoffs for the Truck Series. He's got a decent sized lead with that 5 bonus points plus his race wins. So he's probably the favorite to get it done this year, but we'll have to see if he can actually pull through.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting this year in the Truck Series, because we're finishing at basically a short track. We're finishing in Iowa, 1 mile track. You know, so that's going to make it interesting to see what happens there. Yeah, so I would say the same. I mean, he's knocked on the door for 3 seasons in a row now, and it comes down to that title race, and it's just a matter of bad luck or a lot of different things that happen to him in those title races. And you know, he's never even finished runner-up. I think he's finished dead last every year, except for last year. I think he finished 3rd. I think Trevor finished dead last year. So, I'm not trying to salt anybody's wounds here, but or maybe a little bit. I don't know. All I know is I won the truck championship last year. So,
Yeah, you did.
yeah, and we'll see what happens there. But I mean, same thing in the Cruising Classics Next Gen series. I mean, we've had somebody. This is season 3. I won it the first season. Ryan Pendleton brought it home for the title sponsor last year. So we'll have to see, you know, how it kind of plays out this year. And we got a couple other things. I mean, the Tuesday night series kind of turned into guys just having some fun there. Nick Limburger has been the runaway, leader there. I mean, he's won 6 races already this season as they've swapped back and forth between the ARCA cars and super late models. And speaking of Nick, brand new dad.
Yeah, he is. 2 weeks ago, I believe.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, brand new dad, had a baby girl. Oh, Mama Ellingson's going to correct me real quick if I'm jacking up the facts here.
No, I'm pretty sure it was a girl.
Yeah, I'm pretty
sure it was a baby girl. Yes, because her name is Catherine. And I'm married to a Catherine. That's why, and he's even spelled it with a K.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for you, man. I've met your wife.
Yeah, well, I keep her around.
Like we hung out in a foreign country for a few years together. It was weird. But that sounds weird. It really wasn't that weird. But we are on lap 91. Oh, God, it was. Lap 91 of 130 here this evening. Jake Ham got himself back up to the lead here and doesn't look like he's going to relinquish it anytime soon as they continue to click off laps. We'll take a look at Ryan Pendleton running back in 2nd position right now. Nathan Graham has moved that number 13 Coors machine up into 3rd. Jamie Mullins in that Chrome Air Force machine running in 4th position. Mickey Isaac, even after that goof up there on pit road, has got that 01 car up into 5th. Alex Cruz sitting in 6th position in the number 5 Crisco car. Trevor McManus again, early leader. It just kind of fallen back here in the latter part of this race. Obviously caught an EOL for a little incident there on pit road, but he's worked his way into 7th. Dave Camara kind of been quiet in that 0-2. Mike Browning running back in 9th position. And then we see Brandon Wallace running in the 10th position in that number 99. Jim Kaufman just not having a very Jim Kaufman type of night. I just don't know if this car and track don't agree with him, but he is just kind of hung out back pretty much all night long. Danny Barnes in that number 12 Budweiser machine running in 13th, and then Jake Ellingson running 1 lap down right now, running in the 13th position, and then James Goshen 5 laps down at that number 85. And I got to think these guys are going to start thinking a little bit about strategy. We're about 30 laps into this run. Obviously, they went back racing, 62 laps to go or so, Jamie?
Yeah. Well, no. How many laps did you say?
About 62 to go is when they went back to green?
Yes.
Hey.
I'm having to look at this backwards. I'm also looking for a random thing to pick our winners.
Got it. But I got to start thinking these guys, they got to start thinking about a pit stop.
Yes.
They could, I think, technically on fuel, go the rest of the way. I don't think the tires are going to hold up. I don't think as bad as those tires are going to be, nor would it probably be a really good decision either. Oh, well, Scott's saying the Indy guys are not going to stop.
Ooh.
I can't even imagine what those tires are going to be like or how that car is going to handle.
Yeah. But I don't think you're going to benefit enough if you did stop. If they don't stop, you're not going to make up a stop.
No, you're not.
Oh, we got a donation from It's Iconic today for our birthday. $5 donation.
Oh, sweet.
Much appreciated. It is Chase, by the way.
Oh, well, all right.
Considering how much money he's got sitting in his account, I'm not sure $5 is really appropriate, but whatever.
Kids. I mean, what are you going to do with them nowadays?
We'll take it. We'll take it.
It's like Mike Browning has hit pit road. He's going to cut it in half because this is about the halfway point of this run. So Mike Browning, the first taker on pit road. To go with the strategy call here.
So apparently Scott is not as tuned in with Indy Autosport as he led us to believe.
J-Cam continues to hold about a 1.5 second lead over Ryan Pendleton. Nathan Graham's 4 seconds back. Jamie Mullins 4.3. Mickey Isaac 4.4. So got a, looks like Jamie Mullins and Mickey Isaac are running kind of bumper to bumper there. With Nathan Graham not too far in front of them. So those 3 cars kind of battling it out for that 3rd position. I have to think Ryan Pendleton is somewhat in tire conservation mode here. Just looks like that gap is maintained at about 1.5.
Yeah, it's been holding steady. Nate Graham's starting to
Trevor McManus hits
back
pit
a little
road.
bit.
So second Indy Autosports guy hitting pit road. Man.
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing is, this car is going to get so bad, and we saw it in that first run where Trevor got loose. Trevor was really out of the corner when he got loose. He got loose on the straightaway, and that's what happens at these tracks, these mile and a halfers. Atlanta, Charlotte is another one that when these tires go, it gets sketchy on that backstretch. So you really, J-Can's really running the risk. If you run this thing to the end on this set of tires, it's going to get very dicey to
Yeah, well,
just hold on to this car.
some of these guys, well, it's either you got to make the decision now or you're just going to go, because it's not going to do you any good to do it 10 laps from now. You either got to come get him now
Oh,
or
absolutely.
you're just staying out. Something must have happened to Mike Browning on pit road, whether he got a hold or something, because he has gone 2 laps down, where Trevor McManus is only 1 lap down. So, and it looks like Ryan Pendleton's closed up the gap by about a 10th there a little bit. Mike Browning speeding on entry. Well, that explains the 40-second hold then.
Yep.
Mike Browning right now is probably like, screw you, Scott. You're the one that told me to come freaking pit, and now look at this crap.
And there's the flip side of the coin, right? We talk about how much tires are going to help you, but you know that's another side of it. Is you got to be able to make this green flag stop on a track that's not really easy to get on pit road.
No, it's a high speed dive down there on some old worn out tires in a car that does not want to slow down. Yeah, that is not a good mix. Well, Jake Ham's kind of stepping out here a little bit. He is now out to almost 1.7. So Ryan Pendleton falling back here. Well, now he's down to 1. I'm just going to stop talking about it. It's yo-yoing back and forth, and I'm looking like Boo-Boo the Clown here. And again, that battle back there for that 3rd position, these 3 cars continue to battle one another. That's Nate Graham, Jamie Mullins, and Mickey Isaac, all battling it out here for the 3rd position, about four and some change off the leader.
Yeah, this is definitely the best battle on the track right now.
Why would anybody listen to Scott?
Hey, you know, what's that saying? Those that can't teach.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Scott's pretty smart.
He is.
Scott's
I'll give
pretty
him
smart at coming up with the plan. Scott struggles to execute the plan. So, you know, if Scott was to tell me, hey, you should probably pit right now, I'd listen to Scott.
That's actually a solid point. That's a good point. As we continue to wind the laps down here, we got 25 laps left here to go in the Goat Locker Racing 2nd annual birthday bash. Been a lot of really good racing here tonight for a little bit lighter of a crowd. We had 15 guys take the green flag here tonight. Matt Knight's the only car out right now. We got a couple guys a lap down. They tried a little different strategy. And if we can kind of take a look here, Jake Ham right now is running 35.12s. Trevor McManus is running 34.2. So Trevor McManus right now is about a second faster a lap. And so is Mike Browning. How long that can last, and I just don't think you can make up an entire lap. Well, basically 2 laps. You got to unlap yourself and then come back around and pass the leader again. I just don't see that happening. It looks like Nathan Graham's pulled away a little bit from that 3rd place battle. As it kind of hurt over the race comps, looks like Jamie Mullins letting Mickey Isaac go there for the 4th position. So move Jamie Mullins back to 5th. As that battle now kind of spreads itself out a little bit. Ryan Pendleton continuing to lose time to Jake Ham.
All right. Tell you what we're going to do, folks. I hope I don't mess this up by doing this. But those in the stream, I want you to type what I've put in here in the chat, and this is going to get you an entry to win the Cruising Classics t-shirt.
There you
go. So it's going to be ! enter giveaway. Type that in the chat, and that should get you entered into our
giveaway,
our sweepstakes here. And we will be giving away a Cruising Classics t-shirt, courtesy of Cruising Classics, who is also our title sponsor of the Next Gen series.
Yeah, buddy. They got some killer cars. They refuse to give me the big discount that I want, but you know, I guess they gotta keep the lights on. And Jake Ham is on cruise control right now as he has pulled out to a 2.3 second lead over Ryan Pendleton. And quite honestly, I think the only thing that's gonna save Ryan Pendleton at this point in time is a caution.
Oh yes, he's definitely falling back a little bit. Uh-oh, what's Jake Ham doing? Is he going to pit road?
I think he disconnected. Oh no!
No way! I just saw it.
He just
I
blipped
just-
out.
Oh no way! I just saw his car pull down off the racetrack. It pulled down onto the apron of the backstretch.
Yeah, it's showing him out of the race.
Scott says his PC just died.
Oh no!
Oh man!
What a bummer for Jake Ham, who was out there on cruise control with 20 laps to go. So that's going to turn it over to Ryan Pendleton, who now has a 2.5 second lead over Nate Graham. What a bummer. I don't even... Oh, what a heartbreak.
That's terrible. I mean, he was dominating this race.
Yeah.
I mean, short of a caution coming out and resetting his field, Jake Ham was going to win this race. That is unfortunate.
As he continues to fall down the leaderboard there with, I guess we'll just call it a mechanical issue. PC issue. That's Jake, if you're still listening out there, which you probably aren't, maybe you pulled it up on your phone or whatever, man. We feel for you, brother. That is a super bummer, man. And I don't know, Jamie. We can probably figure something out. And we'll figure something out.
Yeah. Scott's lobbying for us to send him a hat anyways. Doesn't Jake have a hat, though?
Maybe one of the older ones. I don't know. I'll have to double check with him.
Yeah,
I'm not
we'll
real
get
sure.
him a new hat. Let's go. We'll go ahead and say it. We're gonna get Jake a new hat.
And Scott is asked to check in on Trevor McManus, who's still shown 1 lap down at this point in time. He is about a half second faster than about a half second faster than the leader at this point in time. But again, he's running back there with the second place car, so he's about 2 seconds back of unlapping himself. He does run in the 9th position, but I mean, with 15 laps to go, no way you can come back around and make anything of that.
No.
Should you head back up front here? I mean,
And really, even if he does unlap himself and then a caution were to come out, I mean, he's still going to have to come get tires again, so he's not going to gain any track position.
it looks like Dave Camara is out as well. He has parked the O2 car for the night. That makes our 4th car out of, 3rd car out of the race. 3rd? Oh, Ham's back in here. He's just 3 laps down. Because I'm not showing him out anymore. I'm just showing him 3 laps down. Oh, jeez. I got to get the TV camera going back again. Yeah, Jake Ham is back out in 3 laps down.
You know what I like to see? I like to see not quitting.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%, man.
He's obviously out of contention for the win, but he's still staying in there to finish this race, and that's the most important thing.
Well, wait a minute. Jake Ham won the stage. He's getting a hat. Didn't he?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, Scott, he's already getting a hat. Stop telling us what to do.
Yeah. Asshole. All right.
Hey, not many people have entered to win this shirt, folks. If you're in the chat, if you're in the stream, you need to put in that exclamation point, enter giveaway, to get your entry in. Right now, we got 3 entries. I know we got more people than that in the stream.
Whoa!
Oh my
Trevor
goodness!
McManus slams the inside wall.
That was a single car issue, right?
Yeah, it's definitely. I think he just lost it. Go back and take a quick look here. Yeah, all by himself. Comes off the corner, gets into the outside wall, and I mean, a hard hit down on the inside wall. Yep, single car incident there. He keeps it moving. He is on pit road. So I see Ryan Pendleton still enjoying about a 2.6 second lead over now Mickey Isaac. Mickey Isaac now moved into second position. Nathan Graham running in third right now. We see Jamie Mullins in that Chrome 05 Air Force machine running in fourth. And the number 5's running in fifth. It looks like a little bit of attrition's happening here as we have getting on to a really long run here.
All right, with 10 laps to go, I'm going to make a call one more time. We've got 6 entries so far. Technically 5 because one of them is mine, but I'm not going to win the shirt. So there's 6 entries. We got Turbo Timmy. It's iconic. Scott Rankin.
Who was that?
Bob Ellingson.
Who was that first one?
Which one?
The first one.
Turbo Timmy.
No, you're saying it wrong.
I'm not sure they are.
You're saying that wrong.
Huh?
Timmy!
Oh.
Timmy! Oh, sorry. All right, I'll get off that. Moving on.
Yeah, Papa Ellingson, Mama Ellingson. Anybody else? Give you 2 more laps, and then we're gonna pick a winner.
Timmy!
I hope it don't pick me because I don't know what we're gonna do if it does.
I don't know. Just send it to somebody. Timmy.
Don't know if this one's gonna allow me to redo it.
I could do this all day. Timmy. If you have no idea what I'm talking about when I say Timmy the way I'm saying it, you just look it up, Google it, something, get some culture in your life.
Well, it sounded now. What I remember, I don't know the Timmy one, but it sounded a lot like the whole Gibby thing from the old iCarly show.
What? You don't know either?
No.
South Park, man. South Park.
Timmy.
Timmy.
I watched South Park a little bit early on.
Just
but,
YouTube that part of it. Just YouTube.
Okay.
I'm not a big South Park fan myself either, but some of the stuff was pretty hilarious, and you got it. Just the Timmy. Just do it.
I'll have to check that out.
You'll thank me later. As we continue to wind the laps down here, 6 laps left to go. Ryan Pendleton still enjoying a 2.5-second lead over the field right now. Mickey Isaac running in second position. Nate Graham running in third. Jamie Mullins in fourth. Alex Cruz in fifth. And lo and behold, freaking Brandon Wallace is running in sixth.
Wow. Went from backing it into defense earlier in the race on lap 18, I think it was, to running in the top 6. So
it looks like Trevor
good run for Brandon Wallace.
Trevor McManus has retired that number 28 car here tonight.
All right, Ryan has crossed the line with 5 to go, and I am pushing the button to draw for this T-shirt. Here we go. Well, I hope Cruising Classics plan for some shipping because the winner is Scott Rankin. That T-shirt needs to go to Australia.
Somebody else bouncing off the wall back there. I think that was Jim Kaufman, but everybody kept it together.
So congratulations, Scott.
Ugh.
You won a Cruising Classics T-shirt.
Can't we make him ineligible somehow? Like, we make the rules.
I know, but that just wouldn't be right.
Well,
Scott's one of our biggest supporters. Kind of, like, he's like our personal little jockstrap.
I got nothing on that one. I got absolutely nothing on that one. That was actually kudos to you, sir. As we continue to wind the laps down here, Ryan Pendleton out there cruising to a comfortable lead, and barring any last-minute cautions here, probably going to bring that number 23 home to the victory circle. And I don't know that anybody and everybody's in, Discord, but at least we should be able to talk to our race winner. I don't see Mickey Isaac anywhere at this point in time, but hey, we'll talk to a couple guys after the race. Scott, if you're going to meet Jordy face to face here in 2 months, he's probably going to punch you. That's my guess. Like, if I met you face to face, that's probably what I'd do first. I'd probably hug you later, but I'm going to punch you first. But as we continue to wind the laps down here, this is not the white flag lap. This is going to be 2 laps left to go. We do appreciate everybody that came out tonight, hung out with us. Hopefully you had some fun with us. But damn sure appreciate all the drivers that came out here tonight. Guys that didn't have the greatest runs here tonight, like Matt Knights and Dave Camara and Trevor McManus and James Goshen, and God, I still feel really bad for Jay Cam.
Yeah,
man,
that was a bummer.
Yeah, but we really appreciate everybody that showed up in the stream as well. We do appreciate you, Scott. And definitely Mama and Papa Ellingson for coming out and hanging out with us, and I know Ham Sandwich is in the stream as well, because he's throwing his Thai girlfriend up in the chat. Not that he has a Thai girlfriend, Mrs. Ham, if you're listening. I don't know the dynamics of anything. I just know what I saw in the chat.
Well, unfortunately, the hookers that were gonna profess him to be their baby daddies just didn't show up tonight. So
that's right. I forgot about those.
Miss that. Rest in peace, Jerry Springer.
Yeah. So Ryan Pendleton comes off turn 4, crosses the start-finish line. Winner here tonight in the Coat Locker Racing 2nd Annual Birthday Bash, Ryan Pendleton, and that slick-looking number 23 Veterans 48 machine.
Good win, man.
Mickey Isaac is going to bring it home in 2nd spot, and then Nathan Graham's going to round out the podium here tonight.
I appreciate it. Have his hands raised, but thanks.
We'll let him bring it around and get some celebrating in. But any kind of final thoughts from you, JD? Well, maybe not final. We'll be on for a couple more.
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought it was it was a really good race early on, all the way up to that stage break. And that's something that maybe we need to think about, because quite a few people are asking for stage breaks to be the norm going forward. But quite honestly, the racing after the stage break was not nearly as good. So I don't know. I'm not sure I'm a fan of it, but we still had a good time. I hope everybody maybe got to laugh a little bit from the stream. At least if you were laughing at us, that's fine. But congratulations to Ryan for pulling off the win. Probably should have been Jake Hand's win, but hey, like we say it a lot. PC issues, PC failures are no different than blowing a motor or a transmission in real life on the racetrack. So it's all part of it. So overall, good race and had a great time.
Definitely sucks though when you do it leading.
Oh yeah, for sure. But hey, we've seen it happen in real life. I remember Tony being out front of the Daytona 500 and motor let go. So it happens.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, absolutely does. So I don't think we'll get a chance to kind of talk to everybody here tonight, but let's go ahead and grab a hold of Ryan Pendleton and have a chat with our race winner. Hey, Ryan, it's Pat and Jamie up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Pat and Jamie, I got you.
Really? You just had to do it like that?
Been a while. We're out of practice in these interviews, so.
Hey, man, it took me a while just to get the whole stream up and going and trying to figure shit out and, and all the other kind of fun stuff. But, I mean, we all know. I mean, you're probably going to say, I mean, that was definitely J Cam's race to win and those types of things. But again, a very strong showing from you here in that number 23 car. So kind of just take us through your night here, man, and how that car felt, and especially there on that second run, man.
Yeah, obviously tough for Jake. That's terrible. I'd rather finish on the track, and I'm 99% sure he would have won, so probably 100%. But yeah, the second run, I was trying to save some tires really right before that stage race. Him and I were racing kind of hard. I was hoping that was a little test run maybe for the end, a potential ending. And then I think I let him get too far out ahead of me, hoping his high line would kind of wear out his tires more, and it seemed like it was pretty even between our two lines, and I couldn't close the gap then. I started trying everything, and he got out too far from me, but luck was on my side, I guess, and ended up working out.
Hey Ryan, congratulations on the win, man. You were definitely strong all night. Yeah, J Cam had his PC issue crash. PC crashed on him, and unfortunate for him. But it's not like you weren't up front and leading and stuff throughout the night. So congrats. So I got some bad news. I know your mom and dad, Cruising Classics, offered up a T-shirt to the poll winner, which will go to Trevor McManus. And then they offered one up to somebody in the stream, and that went to Scott Rankin.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if they planned for the cost of shipping to Australia, but I'm going to let you break the news to them on that one, okay?
Yeah. Well, I was going to donate my $50 to, Goat Locker, but maybe I'll have to do it for the shipping for that.
I think you probably should go ahead. Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not cheap sending shit over there.
Yeah.
Not at all. And it takes forever.
It does. It does.
I mean, Scott, you better ask for like a bigger size because you're probably going to gain weight long before that shirt ever gets to you. But yeah, right, man. Congrats. What'd you think about this stage break? Do you think that's something we should do going forward? You like it? Hate it? What do you think?
Well, when I was in the lead, I was talking to the guys on race comms. I didn't want it, but no, I thought it was interesting. Brings it back together. It's definitely something to play with, especially in the series that actually do it. Our next gen and some of the other ones. But I didn't hate it. It just brings another aspect into it. Really, you guys do such a good job of asking the league what they want. I would love to hear what they thought about this first try with it. I have no issue with it. I thought it was cool. Made it exciting. Gave us a little, race there for the stage break, and it was fun.
Well, cool. Yeah. Again, congratulations on the win here tonight. Anybody you want to give a shout out to? Any sponsors? Any really cool people that you look up to that maybe whose name starts with a P?
I will say, because we don't get opportunity to too much. You two, this league's awesome. It's going to continue to get even more awesome. I'm very excited about where it's going. I appreciate you guys doing this. Happy birthday. All the Goat Locker sponsors, everyone from Jam to Red Beer, Cruising Classics. I haven't said Veterans 48, who I had on this car. Gill Insurance Advisors, everyone who helps out. And we're going to have hopefully some new ones come on board. So hopefully everyone that was out here continues to come race with us and get some more guys.
Yeah, man, for sure. All right, man. Well, get out there and celebrate a little bit, and then we'll see you on track again soon.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Thanks.
See ya.
All right, man. See you. Yeah. All right, we're a little out of practice. I guess that was supposed to be my line.
I don't know, man.
Whatever.
Yeah, we're
way to handle it like a pro. That was good.
Yeah, because that's what this is, professional. Yeah, that's what's happening around here. But yeah, I mean, obviously would have loved to seen some more guys on track. Would have loved to seen some more people in the stream. I think we've been offline for a little bit, a little bit here, and maybe we could draw some more people back in again. But still had a lot of fun. Saw a really good, not good, but great race. I mean, saw some really great racing where I think both of us were surprised at points and times during the race, Jamie.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, again, we harked about it earlier on and still talking about it. Nathan Graham finishing third in a car. We'll find out when we talk to him. I hope he's in the waiting room because they were all given instructions to be there. But I'm 99% sure this is the first time he's driven this car. And the fact that he pulled off a third place with it, that's incredible. I mean, no other way to say it. That is an incredible run, and saw good runs from a lot of guys. Jamie Mullins. He's not been around much lately. Work schedule, things like that have kept him away, and here he pops in tonight and pulls off a top five, finishing fourth. Brandon Wallace. We talked about him. Backed it in the fence, comes back finishing sixth. So we saw a lot of good things, a lot of great racing. I don't know. I mean, maybe we need to look at maybe bringing the 87 somehow into GLR. These guys did really well with it.
Yeah, man. I mean, me and you, we've raced in a couple 87s league. We hosted our own 87 league back in the Broke Scrub days. And, I know I'm a fan of the car. I know you're a fan of the car. There's a lot of people out there that are. Yeah, it just provides for a different style of racing. It is a driver's car. Uh, you've really got to manhandle the thing, and you've really got to pay attention to tires and everything else when it comes to this car and some of the different tracks. So I think it provides for a lot of great racing. But again, and we were talking a little bit earlier in the broadcast about maybe a little bit of a downfall in iRacing as a whole. We've kind of seen it a little bit with a couple different series like super late models, where I think that car is an absolute blast. Just doesn't have that big of a following. And I don't know where the 87s kind of fall out nowadays with what kind of following they have as well. But we're always up to anything. We're up to trying anything. I mean, if you name it, I think we've raced it at some point in time, whether it's just been a fun run or an invitational or something. We raced asphalt sprints that one time.
We did? When was that?
What was that? It was at North Wilkesboro. Ryan wrecked me when I was leading.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it had to have been Ryan's idea to begin with.
It was Ryan's idea to begin with,
Yeah.
but the asphalt
Yeah,
sprints were a blast.
Yeah, I think y'all probably did that last summer. I wasn't around.
And then we did something on the figure 8 track. I thought it was an absolute blast, but that's a whole different with the jump and everything. That's just crazy.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, there's so many different things, and again, we talked about it before. When we move forward after the end of this season, we are taking input from every single one of our drivers about what they want to see. And how they want to see it, whether it's stage breaks, and then obviously the overwhelming thing was broadcast. I hope that's just an affectionate thing between they just want to hear us more, but I just think it's more than that. So we've got plans to bring the broadcast back, not only our own, but a different one, because at the end of the day, me and Jamie are getting behind the wheel of these damn cars and going out there to compete. I got way too much money wrapped up in what I'm sitting in right now.
Yeah, for
Way
sure.
too much.
Yeah, don't want to just sit here just to talk.
No. But again, thanks to everybody that tuned in. Thanks to everybody that comes out. Thanks to everybody that continues to support Goat Locker Racing in whatever capacity that is. Whether you just like, our posts on Facebook, or you jump in the Discord every now and again and throw up, the metal hand, which is your two devil horns type thing. Or however it is that you come around and support us, we do truly appreciate it. Be on the lookout for bigger and better things coming along down the road here. But in the meantime, always come check us out on Goat Locker Racing. I'm going to say that Goat Locker Racing has been doing a lot of NASCAR iRacing Invitational Series stuff, but it's really just been Jamie and Jake, because I just haven't been out there yet. But if you could tune into some of those things as well, man, watch some of our drivers get out there and compete in the NASCAR Invitational Series. They're at Dover this week. You and Jake had a hell of a race last night, Jamie.
We did, man. Both of us really ran well. Jake had a legitimate shot at he was in the lead. Jake had the lead. Late caution, 10 laps to go. They had a long run, so obviously they were going to take tires, and he lost one spot off of pit road. And it is just it's impossible to pass at Dover this week unless you have to be. The other person pretty much has to be off pace for you to be able to get around them cleanly. Of course, you can always, if you want to do that, put the bumper to people and move them out of your way. But Jake took his second place finish and did well. I finished third. I needed the long runs, and we just weren't getting it in my split. It was just caution after caution. But still, good finish, finishing third. Well, one thing that kind of messed me up, and Jake, of course, waited till halfway through the race before he mentioned it, was apparently it was a first gear start, and I didn't know that.
Hmm.
So I was starting in second gear, like I do 99% of the time, and I was just losing position after position on the starts. And I thought it was just because people were freight training me on the bottom. I was always stuck to the outside. And then Jake made the comment about, oh, this first gear start's pretty cool. I was like, oh, okay. Well, made that change, and I didn't lose any spots after that. But it was a great time. Unfortunately, I shouldn't say unfortunately, I won't be able to run Friday night, tomorrow night. Be in New Orleans, but I will be back Sunday for the NIS on Sunday morning. So definitely going to do that one.
Rock and roll, man. So, yeah, again, a lot of chances to come out and support us and all those different types of things. And again, if you don't follow us on Facebook, please look us up at Go Locker Racing. You can follow us on Twitch, YouTube. You guys know where to find us, all three people that already know us in the stream. But be on the lookout for bigger and better things. Thanks to everybody for coming out. 2 years here at Go Locker Racing, many more to come, and a lot of really cool stuff coming up. We'll see you guys next time.